Whispers of the Woods. When I was a child, my grandma would sit me on her knee and whisper tales of the woods behind our house, tales that, at the time, seemed like the fanciful imagination of an old woman. But now, as I stand at the edge of those very woods, I realize they weren't just stories, they were warnings. She spoke of shadows that danced without light and laughter that echoed without joy, cautioning me to never venture too deep or risk losing myself. My friends always dismissed her tales, calling them the ramblings of someone too old to know better. Yet, something about the way her eyes darkened when she spoke of the woods always left me uneasy. The first time I ignored her warning was the night we dared each other to camp out there. The moon was full, casting an eerie glow on the gnarled trees that seemed to reach out like skeletal fingers. We laughed, trying to shake off the growing tension, but as the night deepened, an unnatural stillness settled around us. Then came the whispers, a soft, sibilant sound that seemed to rise from the very earth. They spoke my name, weaving through the trees like a ghostly chant, chilling me to the bone. My friends brushed it off as the wind, but I recognized the cadence. It was just like Grandma had described. By dawn, 2 of my friends were missing. We searched desperately, calling their names into the suffocating silence, but the forest swallowed our cries, offering nothing in return. That's when I remembered Grandma's most terrifying tale, of the children who were lured into the woods by voices they trusted, only to vanish forever. The police found no trace, and though everyone else eventually moved on, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching from the shadows, waiting for me to return. Years later, I found myself drawn back to those woods, a compulsion I couldn't resist. As I stepped into the familiar gloom, the whispers returned, stronger and more insistent than before. They led me to a clearing where time seemed to stand still, and there, in the center, stood my grandma, her eyes dark with untold secrets. "I tried to warn you," she murmured, reaching out with a spectral hand. I realized then that she had never left these woods, she had become part of them, and now, so had I. The stories were never just stories, they were a call to a legacy I could not escape.